From colossal cruise liners to luxurious mega-yachts, the ships in today's video are the largest and most expensive in the world. They showcase the power and wealth of their owners and push the boundaries of what's possible to build. Join me for today's video. We're going to count down the top 15 most expensive ships ever constructed. Number 15. The Yamato-class battleships. During the Second World War, the Empire of Japan was known for its imposing naval force. The Yamato-class battleships stood at the forefront of this display of power, consisting of the Yamato and the Musashi. They were the largest battleships ever constructed and played a significant role in naval operations in the Pacific theater. These battleships were designed to outmatch any potential adversaries with their immense firepower and robust armor. They had a displacement of over 70,000 tons and were armed with 9 18-inch main guns, the largest ever mounted on a battleship. These guns could fire projectiles weighing as much as 3,200 pounds over a distance of more than 25 miles. The Japanese battleships were intended to be used as flagship vessels, leading Japanese naval forces in decisive engagements. However, due to strategic limitations and changing naval warfare dynamics, they never engaged in full-scale battles. The cost of constructing the Yamato-class battleships was very high, even for that time, with an estimated cost of around $2.7 billion in today's U.S. currency. The enormous expenditure reflected Japan's commitment to creating a formidable navy and showcased the importance of the country placed on naval superiority. Ultimately, despite their imposing presence, the Yamato-class battleships faced numerous challenges. Both the Yamato and Musashi were sunk during separate engagements with American forces, the Yamato meeting its fate in April 1945 during the Battle of Okinawa. Number 14. HMS Queen Elizabeth. The HMS Queen Elizabeth, the lead ship of the Queen Elizabeth class of aircraft carriers for the Royal Navy, is a modern marvel of naval engineering and a symbol of British naval power. Commissioned in 2017, the aircraft carrier has been involved in various significant operations and deployments and has proven to be quite difficult to outdo, outgun, and outmaneuver. The primary purpose of the HMS Queen Elizabeth is to project air power across the globe. With a length of over 900 feet and a displacement of around 65,000 tons, the ship can carry a variety of fixed-winged aircraft, including F-35B Lightning II fighter jets and a range of helicopters. It features advanced technology including electromagnetic catapults and a ski jump ramp for vertical takeoff and landing. The cost of constructing the HMS Queen Elizabeth was approximately £3.1 billion, or $5 billion US. The construction process was a collaboration of shipyards across the UK, with the final assembly taking place at the Rosyth Dockyard in Scotland. The carrier's development and construction spanned several years. It's participated in various exercises and deployments since commissioning. Notable operations include the Carrier Strike Group 21 deployment in 2021, where the carrier led a task group consisting of other warships and support vessels. No one is going to stand in the way of the HMS Queen Elizabeth, because while as a vessel she's impressive in her own right, she still carries a horrifying array of aircraft. So if you want to go to war with the UK, then you're going to have to take it up with the Queen. Number 13. USS Enterprise. CVN-65, or the USS Enterprise, holds a legendary place in naval history as the world's first nuclear-powered aircraft carrier. Commissioned in 1961, this now iconic vessel served the United States Navy for over 5 decades, making significant contributions to American military power and global security. The Cuban Missile Crisis, the Vietnam War, Operation Desert Storm, the American War in Afghanistan, and the Iraq War all called upon the Enterprise to do battle and provide support. In terms of cost, the USS Enterprise was estimated to have a construction price tag of around $451 million when it was built in the late 1950s and early 1960s. Adjusted for inflation, that's about $4.6 billion. In the beginning, though, the USS Enterprise played a crucial role during the Cold War, acting as a formidable deterrent against the Soviet Union. With its nuclear propulsion system, the carrier could operate for extended periods without refueling, providing unmatched endurance and flexibility on the high seas. The ship's flight deck was home to a formidable air wing, capable of launching and recovering a variety of aircraft, including fighter jets, bombers, and support aircraft at a moment's notice. The USS Enterprise was decommissioned in 2012 after more than 50 years of service. Its retirement marked the end of an era in naval warfare, as it was the last of the conventionally powered aircraft carriers in active service with the United States Navy. The contributions of the USS Enterprise and its crew are etched in the annals of naval history, leaving a big American stamp on the development and strategy of naval warfare. Number 12. The USS Abraham Lincoln. Commissioned in 1989, the USS Abraham Lincoln is an aircraft carrier of the United States Navy and is one of the Nimitz-class carriers. The exact cost of constructing the USS Abraham Lincoln is estimated to be around $4.5 billion. The significant investment reflects the advanced technologies and capabilities incorporated into the carrier. So what is inside? As an aircraft carrier, the USS Abraham Lincoln has served as a vital platform for projecting air power across the globe. It's capable of carrying a diverse array of aircraft, including fighter jets, bombers, and support craft. The ship's flight deck and hangar can accommodate a large number of aircraft, enabling it to conduct various missions such as strike operations, air defense, reconnaissance, and humanitarian assistance. High-tech craft like the E-8 18G Growler, the MH-60 Seahawk, and C-2 Greyhound all wait patiently on the flight deck. The primary offensive weapons of the Abraham Lincoln are its embarked aircraft. These aircraft include the F-A-18 Super Hornets, E-2 Hawkeye airborne early warning aircraft, and various helicopters. Those Super Hornets are capable of carrying a wide range of air-to-air, air-to-ground munitions, providing significant firepower for the carrier strike group. While the Abraham Lincoln has been deployed multiple times to various regions, including the Persian Gulf and the Western Pacific, it's not directly participated in major battles. However, it's been involved in numerous military exercises and joint operations with U.S. allied nations, and provided support during humanitarian missions. Number 11. Pioneering Spirit. The Pioneering Spirit, also known as Pieterschelte, is a hefty vessel and the world's largest offshore construction and decommissioning ship. It was built to revolutionize the offshore industry by providing innovative capabilities for heavy lifting and pipeline installation. The construction of the Pioneering Spirit began in 2011 and was completed in 2014 by the South Korean shipyard Daewoo Shipbuilding and Marine Engineering. It's now owned and operated by Allseas, a Swiss-based offshore contractor specializing in pipeline installation and subsea construction. The construction cost of the Pioneering Spirit was estimated to be around $3 billion, making it one of the most expensive vessels ever built. This significant investment reflects the ship's immense size, capabilities, and cutting-edge technology. Clearly, the shipbuilders spared no expense. The primary function of the Pioneering Spirit is the installation and removal of large offshore structures, such as oil and gas platforms. It's equipped with a unique lifting system known as the Twin Topsides Lift System, which enables it to lift and transport topside modules weighing up to 48,000 tons. This capability allows for the efficient decommissioning of platforms and the installation of new ones out on the high seas. The vessel is designed to sail through various parts of the world, including the North Sea, where it's been extensively utilized for offshore operations. It's also been deployed in other regions with offshore oil and gas activities such as the Gulf of Mexico, but one of the more notable jobs was the Brent Delta platform. In 2017, the Pioneering Spirit carried out the decommissioning of the Brent Delta platform in the UK North Sea. The platform, which had been in operation since 1977, was lifted from its concrete legs deep within the seabed. The topside structure, weighing around 24,000 tons, was transported to a designated location for dismantling and recycling. The Pioneering Spirit, it remains in active operation and doesn't seem to be going anywhere anytime soon. It's just too important and continues to prove its status as a game changer in the offshore industry. Number 10. USS Nimitz. The USS Nimitz is yet another nuclear-powered aircraft carrier and the flagship of the Nimitz class, a class of supercarriers in the United States Navy. It was built to provide the U.S. Navy with a powerful and versatile platform for global power projection. But this ship is a lot more than just for show. Construction of the USS Nimitz began in 1968 and was commissioned in 1975. The ship was built by Newport News Shipbuilding, now part of Huntington Ingalls Industries. The U.S. government owns the USS Nimitz and it's operated by the U.S. Navy. In 1975, the Nimitz was reported to have run up a $1 billion bill. Adjusted for inflation, that number skyrockets to about $5.6 billion. So just what exactly did all that cold hard cash go towards? Well, as an aircraft carrier, the USS Nimitz serves as a floating airfield capable of launching and recovering a wide range of aircraft. It plays a critical role in power projection, strike operations, air superiority, and maritime security. The ship's flight deck, hangar bays, and aviation support systems support its primary missions, and as one may expect, the carrier can accommodate a variety of aircraft, including fighter jets, bombers, early warning aircraft, and support helicopters. Some of the fancier aircraft gracing the USS Nimitz with their presence include the FA-18 Super Hornets, E-2 Hawkeye airborne early warning aircraft, EA-18G Growlers for electronic warfare, and MH-60 Seahawk helicopters for utility and anti-submarine. The USS Nimitz has a capacity of around 5,000 personnel. This includes everyone from sailors, aviators, and engineers to maintenance crews, and the list keeps going. But with this many people, embarking on the Nimitz can feel like living in a naval city. While the Nimitz has not been involved in any major battles, it has participated in numerous military operations and deployments. It's played a role in various conflicts and crises, including operations in the Persian Gulf, supporting humanitarian missions, and plenty of naval exercises with American allies. Number 9. Freedom of the Seas. The Freedom of the Seas is one of the biggest and the baddest cruise ships in the world. It's owned and operated by Royal Caribbean International, one of the world's leading cruise line companies. It offers vacationers an alternative to the stuffy hotels most landlubbers stay in. The construction of the Freedom of the Seas began in 2004, and the ship was completed and launched only 2 years later in 2006. It was built by Aker Finnyards, now known as Meyer Turku, a shipbuilding company based in Finland. It's estimated that the ship's construction cost exceeded $800 million. That number reflects not only just the ship's size, but also all of the insanely luxurious amenities and state-of-the-art features on board. This ship sort of operates like a resort or a city, and it can be easy for guests to forget they're on a boat entirely. You better believe the ship has a large crew complement to ensure both smooth operation and top-notch service. The exact number of crew can vary, but it typically ranges from around 1,300 to 1,500 hardworking people. They cover quite literally everything from hospitality, entertainment, culinary services, and guest services, and there are engineers and other technical people all working behind the scenes. The Freedom of the Seas welcomes a significant number of guests each year, with a capacity of approximately 3,800 passengers, meaning the vessel can carry about 5,300 people at a time. But the real claim to fame is everything the Freedom of the Sea offers. It was one of the largest cruise ships in the world at the time of its launch, introducing many groundbreaking amenities. These included the Flow Rider, a surf simulator, a rock climbing wall, an ice skating rink, multiple pools and whirlpools, a theater, various dining options, and spacious staterooms. Moreover, the Freedom of the Seas was the first ship in Royal Caribbean's Freedom class, paving the way for the construction of sister ships like the Liberty of the Seas and the Independence of the Seas. Number 8. Norwegian Escape. The Norwegian Escape is a stunning cruise ship operated by Norwegian Cruise Line. This is yet another stellar and expensive cruise liner cutting through the world's oceans. It was constructed by Meyer Werft Shipyard in Peppenburg, Germany, and was completed and delivered to NCL in October of 2015. Today, the vessel is owned and operated by Norwegian Cruise Line Holdings Limited, one of the more popular global cruise lines. The construction cost of the Norwegian Escape is estimated to be around $920 million, and in terms of design and specifications, it measures approximately 1,069 feet in length and has a gross tonnage of around 164,000. The ship offers a spacious and contemporary design, featuring a wide range of staterooms and suites to accommodate over 4,200 passengers. The ship's sleek exterior is complemented by stylish interiors and modern decor throughout its various public spaces, so it would seem like that massive sum of money was money well spent. The Norwegian Escape boasts an absurd amount of amenities and entertainment options, many of which guests wouldn't partake in otherwise. No need to drive around town to restaurants hoping to make that reservation as we weave through traffic and look for parking. The Norwegian Escape features numerous dining venues, ranging from fancy pants restaurants to more casual joints. The ship also offers plain old bars for those who prefer to sing drinking songs with the rabble, and lounges for those who like to sit back with a glass of whiskey and tap their feet to the 5/4 jazz arrangement. Do you consider yourself a betting man? Well, hit the casino. Don't feel like hanging out with the kids? And push them down the slides at the water park. Rope courses, a sports complex, a spa, and a theater showcasing Broadway-style shows can all be found in this $920 million boat. The Norwegian Escape. It's a massive ship, and it needs a pretty large international crew, about 1,800, not to mention the ship's ability to accommodate over 4,200 people. Damn, that's a big boat. Moving on to number 7, Qmax LNG Carriers. The Qmax LNG Carriers are a fleet of liquefied natural gas carriers operated by Qatar Gas Transport Company. These vessels represent the largest class of LNG carriers in the world and play a crucial role in the transportation of natural gas from Qatar's North Field, one of the largest gas fields. And because they're so big and so important, they cost a pretty penny. The construction of the Qmax LNG carriers took place between 2007 and 2010. Each vessel is a multi-million-dollar investment, with the cost of construction running well over $300 million for each ship. These are massive ships, measuring approximately 1,315 feet in length and 182 feet in width. They've got a draft of about 43 feet and can carry a cargo capacity of up to 266,000 cubic meters of LNG. This immense size allows for the transportation of large quantities of natural gas in a single voyage. To put this into perspective a bit, a single Qmax carrier can transport enough LNG to meet the energy needs of millions of households for weeks. The enormous cargo capacity of these Qmax carriers enables the efficient and cost-effective transportation of LNG to various global markets, ensuring a reliable supply of natural gas for energy consumption. But $300 million is going to get you some of the most cutting-edge technology that money can buy to ensure the safe and efficient transportation of this LNG. There's not much room for error here because one tiny misstep can create a massive ecological disaster. The vessels feature an advanced cargo containment system, including a membrane-type tank design that provides optimal insulation and prevents leakage. Their innovative propulsion systems and hull design also enhance stability and maneuvering during transit. Number 6. Oasis-class cruise ships. The Oasis class of cruise ships are a behemoth fleet of cruise liners operated by Royal Caribbean International. These ships are known for their immense size, innovative design, and all of the cool things people can do on them. The first ship of the Oasis class, the Oasis of the Seas, was launched in 2009, followed by its sister ship, Allure of the Seas, in 2010. The most recent addition to the fleet is Symphony of the Seas, launched in 2018. These ships were constructed by the STX Europe shipyard in Finland, all owned and operated by Royal Caribbean. Each vessel cost about $1.4 billion to build. Now, in terms of size, the Oasis-class ships are among the largest cruise ships in the world. They measure approximately 1,188 feet in length and have a gross tonnage of over 225,000 tons. These ships have the capacity to accommodate around 5,400 people in double occupancy and have a total guest capacity of over 6,700 when including additional beds. The Oasis-class ship employs a massive crew to keep it all up and running. The crew size can range from approximately 2,100 to 2,400 members, including various hospitality and maritime professionals. These ships are divided into various neighborhoods, each with its own distinct theme and amenities. They offer an incredible range of onboard activities, including multiple pools, water parks, zip lines, rock climbing walls, ice skating rinks, theaters, restaurants, bars, shopping venues, and much more. But one of the coolest of these neighborhoods is the Central Park. There's over 12,000 live plants and trees in there, the boardwalk area with a classic carousel, and the Royal Promenade, which serves as the ship's main boulevard. It is pretty awesome. The Oasis-class ships, they're truly floating cities, providing passengers with a wide variety of dining options from casual cafes to fine dining. They feature entertainment venues that host Broadway-style shows, live performances, and even aqua theater shows, where divers and acrobats perform impressive acts in a large outdoor pool. Number 5. USS Harry S Truman. The USS Harry S Truman is a Nimitz-class nuclear-powered aircraft carrier of the United States Navy. The ship was built by Newport News Shipbuilding in Virginia, and construction began in 1993. It was commissioned in 1998 and is currently owned and operated by the U.S. Navy. The cost of building the USS Harry S Truman was a big one, approximately $4.5 billion. This includes the expenses for design, construction, outfitting, and installation of advanced technologies and weapon systems, which are pretty impressive even by today's standards. As an aircraft carrier, the Truman's primary role is to provide a mobile airbase for launching and recovering various types of aircraft, and as always, it's a way to show off American military exceptionalism across the globe. Carriers equipped with advanced defense and offensive capabilities, including surface-to-air missiles, anti-aircraft guns, and close-in weapon systems. There's also the advanced electronic warfare systems to detect and counter potential electronic threats, including radar jamming and deception. The Harry S Truman has a crew complement of approximately 5,000 personnel, including both sailors and aviators. This includes the ship's company, responsible for operating and maintaining the carrier, as well as the air wing, which consists of various aircraft squadrons. The carrier is capable of carrying a diverse complement of aircraft, including the latest and greatest fighter jets such as the FA-18 Super Hornet, strike aircraft like the Growler, and early warning and surveillance aircraft like the E-2C Hawkeye, and various helicopters for search and rescue. While the USS Harry S Truman has not been involved in any major battles, it has participated in numerous deployments and operations. It supported combat missions and provided air support in operations such as Operation Enduring Freedom and Operation Iraqi Freedom. Number 4. The Prelude FLNG. The Prelude FLNG, or Floating Liquefied Natural Gas, is a massive offshore facility that serves the world's largest floating liquefied natural gas platform. Just looking at this thing is enough to make your head spin. It is huge. It's owned and operated by Shell, one of the world's largest oil and gas companies. The construction of the Prelude FLNG began in 2012 and was completed in 2017. It is a pioneering vessel in the LNG industry, with a length of over 1,600 feet and a width of 243 feet. It weighs around 600,000 tons and sits buoyantly on the water, using advanced technologies to produce, process, store, and offload liquefied natural gas directly at sea. The facility can withstand harsh weather conditions and remain operational in remote offshore locations. The construction cost of the Prelude FLNG is estimated to be around $12 billion. This immense price tag reflects the complexity and scale of the project, which involved the integration of cutting-edge technology. The primary purpose of it is to extract natural gas from offshore fields, process it in the facility, and convert it into LNG. The LNG is then stored in massive tanks on board until it's transferred to specialized LNG carriers for transportation to global markets. The facility has the capacity to produce around 3.6 million metric tons of LNG per year, as well as significant amounts of condensate and liquefied petroleum gas. It's got a relatively small crew compared to its size. It typically accommodates around 240 personnel, including engineers, technicians, and support staff who work on various aspects of the facility's operations and maintenance. In terms of its LNG capacity, it can carry around 175,000 cubic meters of LNG. To put this into perspective, it's roughly equivalent to 68 Olympic-sized swimming pools, or approximately 75 million gallons. This immense volume allows for efficient transportation and delivery to international markets, meeting the growing global demand for natural gas. The Prelude FLNG operates in various parts of the world, depending on the location of offshore gas fields. It's been deployed in the Browse Basin off the northwest coast of Australia, where it taps into significant gas reserves. From there, the LNG is transported to customers around the world, primarily in Asia, where it's used for power generation, heating, and industrial applications. Number 3. The USS Zumwalt. The USS Zumwalt is a class of guided missile destroyer in the United States Navy. It was named after Admiral Elmo R. Zumwalt Jr., who served as Chief of Naval Operations from 1970 to 1974. The lead ship of the class, the USS Zumwalt, was built by General Dynamics Bath Iron Works and was commissioned into service on October 15, 2016. The main role of a destroyer is to detect, track, and engage enemy submarines. It's equipped with advanced sonar systems, torpedoes, and depth charges to locate and neutralize enemy submarines. Destroyers also have capabilities for anti-surface warfare, anti-air warfare, and naval gunfire support. These are not so lean, plenty mean naval killing machines. The USS Zumwalt is owned and operated by the United States Navy. The total cost of building the Zumwalt class of destroyers, including research and development expenses, was a stunning $22 billion. This class was envisioned as a next-generation multi-mission surface combatant, incorporating advanced technologies and capabilities. As a guided missile destroyer, it was designed to perform various missions, including surface warfare, anti-air warfare, and naval fire support. It's armed with a range of heavy-duty weapons systems, including advanced vertical launch system cells capable of launching various types of missiles. It's equipped with a Tomahawk land attack cruise missile for long-range precision strikes and the Evolved Sea Sparrow missile for air defense. In terms of aircraft, the USS Zumwalt can support and deploy a range of helicopters, including the MH-60 Seahawk helicopters, which are used for anti-submarine warfare, search and rescue, and other naval support missions. It's got a crew complement of about 147 officers and enlisted personnel. Its reduced crew size is made possible by advanced automation systems and advanced technologies on board, allowing for improved operational efficiency. Since its commissioning, the USS Zumwalt has not been involved in any major battles. However, it has undergone various operational and training exercises to test and evaluate those capabilities. The Zumwalt primarily operates in various parts of the world, including the Pacific Ocean, Atlantic Ocean, and Arabian Gulf. Its deployments are based on strategic requirements and missions assigned by the U.S. Navy. Number 2. The USS George H.W. Bush. Introducing the mighty USS George H.W. Bush, another aircraft carrier owned and operated by the United States. Get ready to embark on an exciting journey into the fascinating world of this remarkable warship. Measuring an awe-inspiring length of approximately 1,090 feet, the USS George H.W. Bush stands as a symbol of sheer size and strength. With the displacement of over 100,000 tons, this floating fortress is a true behemoth of the seas, capable of projecting power across vast distances. It's armed with a formidable array of weapons, with a variety of defensive and offensive systems to safeguard itself and its embarked air wing. These include anti-aircraft missiles, close-in weapon systems, and a network of advanced radar systems to detect and track threats. But the true firepower of the USS George H.W. Bush lies in the aircraft that it carries. As an aircraft carrier, it serves as a mobile airfield capable of launching and recovering a diverse fleet of aircraft. The ship's equipped with electromagnetic catapults and an angled flight deck to support takeoffs and landings. It hosts a formidable air wing, too, consisting of various types of craft that enhance those operational capabilities. These include the FA-18 Hornet and Super Hornet fighter jets, which provide air superiority and strike capability. The E-2D Hawkeye serves as an airborne early warning craft detecting and tracking enemy threats from long distances. The construction began in August 2003 and was completed in April of 2009, making the culmination of years of engineering and craftsmanship. The advanced technology incorporated into the carrier ensures that it remains at the forefront of naval innovation. From state-of-the-art communication systems to advanced navigation equipment, it's a testament to the cutting-edge technologies employed in modern naval warfare. The USS George H.W. Bush does have a distinguished service record, having participated in numerous military operations and exercises around the globe. From supporting combat operations in Iraq and Afghanistan to conducting joint exercises with allied nations, this mighty vessel has demonstrated its combat prowess and strategic importance. So whether it's patrolling the vast oceans, projecting air power, or providing humanitarian aid, this vessel continues to make a profound impact as a symbol of American strength and resolve around the world. Its cutting-edge technology, impressive aircraft, and dedicated crew make it a force to be reckoned with. All for only about $8.5 billion. Number 1. The USS Gerald R Ford. And now for the most expensive ship ever constructed, the USS Gerald R Ford. This is the lead ship of next-generation Gerald R. Ford class of aircraft carriers, pushing the boundaries of naval power, technology, and dominance. This vessel is an absolute giant, measuring 1,106 feet in length and displacing over 100,000 tons. Its massive size allows for a wide array of capabilities and enhances its role as a mobile airfield and command center. Equipped with state-of-the-art weaponry, the USS Gerald R. Ford carries a range of defensive and offensive systems. It features advanced anti-aircraft missiles, close-in weapon systems, and a network of radar systems for threat detection and tracking. These weapon systems provide protection against enemy aircraft, missiles, and surface threats, ensuring the carrier's safety and mission effectiveness. Turning our attention now to the heart of the USS Gerald R. Ford, the vessel holds an impressive array of aircraft. Complementing its advanced systems and weaponry, this behemoth of the seas hosts a diverse fleet of aircraft. The FA-18 Super Hornet and F-35C Lightning II fighter jets provide quite literally unmatched air superiority and strike capability. The FA-18 Super Hornet, known for its versatility, is a twin-engine carrier-based craft. It excels in air-to-air combat, air-to-ground strikes, and reconnaissance. On the other hand, the F-35C Lightning II is a stealthy single-seat carrier-based fighter designed for multi-role operations as well. It combines advanced stealth technology and superior situational awareness, making it a formidable asset in air superiority, ground attack, and intelligence gathering. The USS Gerald R. Ford also operates the E-2D Advanced Hawkeye, an airborne early warning aircraft that serves as a flying radar system, detecting and tracking potential threats from afar. In terms of cost, the USS Gerald R. Ford was a significant investment for the United States Navy. The total cost of constructing the ship, including research and development, testing, and outfitting, was approximately $13 billion. This investment reflects the dedication to advancing naval capabilities and maintaining a technological edge in an evolving security landscape. To keep this incredible vessel operating smoothly, the USS Gerald R Ford accommodates a crew of over 4,500 dedicated sailors and officers. Ironically, despite this amazing resume, the USS Gerald R Ford has not yet participated in combat since it's a relatively new addition to the United States Navy's fleet. I'll see you guys next time. Thank you to our channel members.